Hello! Continuing the Blasphemous 90% guide, what you want to do for now is go through the combine of the Lady of the Chart usage. You want to tank pretty much every fire in this room, which is why health was so relevant on the earlier video. Then go up this room and perform the hardest and biggest skip we have right now, which is called Lava Town Skip. The idea is that you're going to perform a very precise super jump to skip into the upwards transition here, which has a cable car that takes you all the way up to the wall of the Holy Prohibitions. In order to do so, first you want to get up here, kill this lady, and then perform a super jump from here that will clip this ceiling and put you on the upwards transition. This is more like, it sounds simpler than it actually is, because clipping a ceiling is definitely not easy. The way to do so is that if you recall my initial super jump and explanation, I said that ledges disable physics when you grab them and when you get up from them. So the idea is that you're gonna get up from the ledge at the same time, probably the same frame. We're not sure if it's actually frame perfect or not, but it does seem like it. But yeah, probably at the same frame that you actually release your speed. And I will disable your physics while you super jump and allow you to clip the ceiling. It's by far the hardest trick we have. It will take you a fair amount of time to get consistent at and some practice. I myself am not fully consistent on it, and that's the reason I decided to make this a two-part guide rather than a one-part guide. To try to demonstrate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, first try, perfect. Finally. Then you pull this lever here so you can actually climb this wall, but first you're going to want to get this health upgrade simply for safety. This is technically not needed, but it definitely makes the boss fights a lot faster, and it also makes health managing very easy. After that, you want to go left here, grab this mask. I believe this is the mirrored mask of Dolphos. Yes. That's one mask out of 3 that we'll grab. Then you want to go down here and into the cable car or suspension railway or however you want to call it. Pull the lever and go into the wall of the Holy Prohibitions. Now, this area is very self-explanatory. All you really want to do is rush the Melquiades mask, which will actually enter from the left side instead of the Melquiades side. In order to do this, just go right here, hit the switch, keep going. This save is completely unnecessary because you just got full health from getting the upgrade. But if you want to get it just in case you die, so you don't have to repeat Lava Town skip, you're more than welcome to do so. Now here's the mini boss refight. The idea here is that you want to kill them in a single cycle with your newly acquired sword levels that you do, unlike in the tutorial. If you don't actually kill them in one cycle, it's not that bad. But the idea is that you can do it and you should aim to do so. Once that's done, simply continue right once the wall is actually gone, and into the rooftops. Like I said, we're simply rushing the Melquiades mask and we're actually gonna enter it from the left side. So, oh, this next room is cycle based actually, so I should probably explain it. Essentially, this first cycle is free. You just want to wall jump or simply jump into this platform, and then you just want to take a leap of faith, and I will always land you on that other platform. Continue over to Melquiades, take this save because we'll actually be quitting out back to it a fair amount, and then into Mother of Mothers. Dash immediately as you enter this room, then wall jump there, 1, 2, super jump from here. This movement needs to be fast, so you should probably, it needs to be fast and decisive, else the other enemy tries to hit you either out of the super jump or off the wall jump. This enemy is currently trying to attack me. Going to the Melquiades room mask, grab it, then quit out. For some reason this room, when you enter it from the left side instead of the right side, is not like the more or less the correct room, I wanna say. If you remember when you first killed Melquiades, this room was like a different color and stuff, and then it changes. That's going to bug out this room actually. and it will allow us to collect this mask twice instead of once, skipping Expositor. For now, go over to Elevator. This room is very annoying to come back through, because ideally you just pogo this guy twice and then grab the wall like that, and that's more annoying to do than it may have seemed like. I actually fall down there a fair amount of times. Vergil is this fireman. This is actually kinda hard to do optimally, because once you kill him, you wanna dash and then cut yourself while the wall is still there, since the enemy acts as a wall. It's not actually hard, it just requires some presence of mind to actually do it, instead of simply going back into autopilot. Put both masks in, and then quit out back to the Melquiades save point to get his mask a third time. We pulled the lever, so there's no need to... That's exactly what I meant by movement having to be fast, by the way. Climbing back up is reasonably slow, so you really don't wanna have it happen. Here we go. Grab the mask, and then quit out again. I will take this save point. Normally you wouldn't have to, since you will not have taken damage, but since I suck, I kinda have to. Get up, do this room again. Make sure not to get hit by the ovals out of your wall jumps, else you'll fall all the way down and be very, very sad and angry. We're jealous this man twice again from the soul, or rather fervor you got from cutting yourself after your first skill, and then continue to Elevator like you did. Now, something to note is that this elevator is very badly coded. Frame drops can make you clip through it, as can tabbing out of the game and simply interacting with the lever too soon after dismissing this prompt. So basically what I'm trying to say is be very careful around this elevator. Hit this lever and go all the way up to Chrysanta. Oh yeah, there's a save point here that you can take if you're not confident in your Chrysanta killing abilities. Just make sure that you don't fall down there, since this room is kinda tricky. I will call this room bad game design, having, you know, an instant kill hazard right there, with these platforms that are extremely unforgiving, and it's right at the entrance too. Like seriously, why is this hazard right at the entrance? Whatever. Go up to Chrysanta, and now Chrysanta is honestly a very self-explanatory boss. You're pretty much going to fight her casually, just sword cancelling or crouch cancelling. She's also very RNG heavy, because her teleports will make you lose time. But essentially you just kinda walk her, try to chase her as much as possible, and parry her. Her thunder for phase transitions actually does deal damage, so once you actually have her reasonably low for first phase, you want to stay away from her, else she will thunder you, like she was about to do there. That thunder deals damage. Now, the pattern for this attack is always set. She always has 2 horizontal ones and then this vertical one that you can get 2 damage from. And her respawn after that is also not RNG, it's simply equation based, so you can get a good feel for where she will spawn next. This is pretty good RNG so far. The teleports lose time, the slashes give you a lot of time. And now when she enters third phase, she gets a new pattern on this that you have to watch out for. This is the older pattern, but the new one essentially does more slashes. This is a new one. She will do 5 slashes here. The next one is also a horizontal one, and then comes a vertical one. This is honestly really good RNG so far. I wish I got this on a run instead of while making the guide. She should die here. That was honestly insanely good RNG from Chrysanta, so that's good, I guess. Now once she's done, you just continue all the way over to Escobar. We're going to cheese Escobar, like I said when we wrapped with Yellows, simply because he's the boss with the biggest RNG in the game, pretty much, and it's definitely worth the small time loss of simply cheesing him with Weird Yellows, over simply him killing your run a literal 75% of the time, because you need a specific attack at the start. In order to cheese him, you want to position yourself around here, using this, like the two bars at on the background basically. The bars in the background. You want to position yourself as close to this bar as possible, but somewhere in the middle also works. And then you just want to start casting Bird Yellows. This position essentially gives you 8 Bird Yellows hits per cast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which will allow you to kill Escobar with this amount of health. Once you kill him off screen, you will still have to kill him normally. The fight will just start with him having a literal 0 HP, so he will die in a single slash. This should be the last cast. And now simply enter the fight. Slash him once and he dies. Now, to finish this guy off, we have to fight the last son of the miracle. This fight is hard. Like, this fight is honestly hard. And the only thing that will actually get you through it is simply practicing him a fair amount. Get a save from speedrun.com or something. Some things that I wish that I knew when I started practicing is that the platforms are actually not RNG. They are simply set cycles in an order. The attacks are RNG though. So what you're gonna want to do is at first you're gonna want to immediately heal, simply to waste some time, so that the platform cycles line up better. And then you want to kill the sword. You want to kill the sword without moving yourself, because that sometimes glitches it out and makes it not move in the next spawn. But if you take too long like I did, the sword will get moved continually. After that, you simply want to fight this guy to the best of your abilities. Dodging attacks. This attack is by far the most annoying one to dodge. And once you get these platforms, you can start crouch cancelling him. If you don't fall down like I just did, this fight is suddenly terrible. Those platforms where you can crouch cancel are the reason why you wanna heal at first, because it makes it line up with him being open rather than closed. Poison is one of the best attacks you can get, simply because it lasts a fair amount of time. However, it can also spawn inside of you, so be careful. This attack is one of the worst simply because of how hard it is to dodge. I personally consider lightning to be the best one. Some people consider poison to be the best one instead. And fire is hard to dodge, but once you actually have a pattern that is consistent for you to dodge it, it's kinda free. It just makes you waste a fair amount of time because of how long it takes to dodge. I would have killed him there if I didn't suck. Oh, he's dead anyway. Now the run is not over when you kill him, because you want to be mashing dash here. The blockers on the next screen will take more than one frame to set in, so if you mash dash, you can get a dash there before the run actually ends. When once that's done, you can actually relax. You have beaten Blasphemous, you just have to go all the way right, talk to the Gracias, and then climb the mountain and end the run. Now, something that is obvious, but I should still mention, is that the mountain slows you down, so you want to be jumping on the mountain as much as possible. Also, if you buffer a jump on the mountain, it will give you a higher jump, so that's pretty useful. It's just also kind of hard to do. You see that some of my jumps are higher, let me get more distance in them. Timer ends once the screen is fully black. We don't have an auto splitter yet, even if we do have a load remover. And it does not seem like we will be getting one in the foreseeable future. So time there. That was Blasphemous 90%. I hope this guide was useful to you. I'm sorry if it kinda lowered quality towards the end. I've been trying to make the guide for the entire day, and I'm honestly kinda tired by now. I do hope it helped though.
Anything but one more anonymous
Thank you for watching.
without a voice, without countenance. Your penitence is over.